Hi, boys and girls. For our story today, we are going to read Fairground Lights. All right. So, are you ready? All right. Once upon a time, my dad took me to a very special fair, a long, long way from home. As soon as we arrived, he asked me to wave my hands in the air like a magician so that the lights would turn on or off as I pleased. It's amazing, I shouted with joy. The first ride we visited was the witch's train. Once we got on board, it suddenly soared into the air. A little girl cried, "The witch has left her broom behind, and now she's the train driver." Everything looked beautiful from up there. While on the bumper cars, our car left the track and we drove around the fair for a good while, without into bumping anyone, of course. When we reached the Helter Skelter, we were told that there was loads of snow at the top, as if it were the peak of a mountain. One day we'll go to the top, my dad promised, but we'll have to make sure we're wrapped up nice and warm. We laughed and laughed in a house of mirrors. Instead of looking fat or thin, tall or short, we were turned into storybook characters. Look, Dad, I'm the big bad wolf. On the merry-go-round, we rode on two very elegant horses. When we got down, my dad told me to look at their horseshoes. What a surprise. They were all stuffed. That's because when no one's looking, they run off into the fields to gallop and play, said my dad as we headed toward the side stalls. In the Hook a Duck stall, we saw a frogman getting ready to dive. He comes here every day. He's convinced that the duck with the best prize is one that doesn't swim, but instead dives under the water, said the man who ran the stall as he handed us our fishing rods. I wasn't too sure if I wanted to go into the House of Horrors, as I'm a bit scared of these things. But my dad told me not to worry because he'd be right by my side. I was still a bit scared, but we had a lot of fun. On the way out, my dad told me another secret. They say that strange creatures live inside the castle, creatures who are very small and sneaky, who we never see. The witches and monsters who live there too only have to hear them skittering about and they tremble in fear. I'd never seen a Ferris wheel like the one I saw that day. It had the face of a gigantic clock. We climbed into the 7 o'clock car, my dad's favorite number. When it started to go around, my dad said to me, "While we're up here, time stands still for us." He was right. When we got off, not a single minute had gone by. There were lots of stands selling all sorts of yummy things. We bought some cotton candy, and as I bit into it, I felt something very strange. Before I could ask him, my dad explained what was happening. You're eating a piece of cloud, and it's raining sugar in your mouth. The day was coming to an end, and just as the lights went out, the fireworks began. Just think of a shape, and it'll appear in the sky, whispered my dad. And so my wish took shape in the sky over that very special fairground. Just like that. Awesome job, boys and girls. You did so good. We're going to do a fun reading activity next. I'll see you then. Bye.